Introduction: The Zone of Interest. Unveiling Auschwitz's horror step into a world of unimaginable cruelty. Martin Amis's The Zone of Interest takes you deep inside Auschwitz. This isn't just another Holocaust story. It's a raw, unflinching look at evil. You'll meet three people: a top Nazi, a low-ranking officer, a prisoner. Their lives intertwine in the death camp. You'll see their daily routines, their choices, their struggles. Why should you care? This book shows you the human side of history's darkest chapter. It's not easy to read, but it's important. You'll ask yourself tough questions. How did ordinary people become monsters? Could it happen again? What would you do in their shoes? Amis doesn't sugarcoat anything. He shows the brutal reality of camp life, the violence, the fear, the despair, but also the small moments of humanity that survived. This isn't just about the past, it's about understanding evil and how people cope with it. You'll gain insights into human nature, both its darkest and brightest sides. You'll feel uncomfortable, angry, sad, but also moved. Amis's writing is powerful. It puts you right there in 1942 Poland. This book challenges you to face history head-on, to think about moral choices, to see how thin the line between good and evil can be. You'll come away changed, with a deeper understanding of the Holocaust and of human nature itself. This isn't just a story, it's a mirror for our own times. Are you ready for a journey into the heart of darkness? To see humanity at its worst and its most resilient? Then The Zone of Interest is waiting for you. Don't look away. This book demands your attention. It will haunt you long after you finish, but it will also make you think and feel, and maybe, just maybe, it will help ensure such horrors never happen again. In this episode, one of the biography and memoir English book summary, we will discuss the content of the 2014 release The Zone of Interest book written by author Martin Amis. The full title of the book is The Zone of Interest, a novel. Genre: history, biography and memoir, society and culture. Chapter 1: The Zone of Interest. A story of love and horror in a Nazi camp. Our story starts near a Nazi camp. Golo Thompson works at the camp gates. He sees Hannah Dahl arrive. She's the wife of the camp boss. Thompson likes Hannah right away. Thompson tells his friend Boris about Hannah. He wants to meet her, so he makes a plan. He goes to Hannah's house when her husband is busy. He says he has news from Berlin. Inside, they talk. Thompson tries to flirt. Hannah is polite but distant. Suddenly, they hear screams. New prisoners are coming to the camp. Music starts playing to cover the screams. This moment is very strange for both of them. The camp boss, Paul Dahl, is watching the new prisoners. He sends them to gas chambers. He tells them they're going to take showers. Dahl thinks this is necessary. He even thinks about forcing himself on Hannah later. Thompson leaves Hannah's house. He feels guilty but still wants to see her again. We also meet Shmuel. He's a Jewish prisoner who has to help run the camp. He feels very bad about what he does. Shmuel tries to be kind when he can. He comforts a young boy named Witold. He lies to make the boy feel better. This small act helps Witold in a terrible place. The story shows how normal things exist next to awful things. People fall in love near a death camp. Nice houses are next to gas chambers. Beautiful music plays while people die. The story makes us think, how can people do normal things in such a bad place? How can they ignore what's happening? It shows how evil can seem ordinary. This tale challenges us. It makes us wonder about human nature. It shows how people can do terrible things in seemingly normal ways. Chapter 2: The Zone of Interest. Nazi camp story: a tale of cruelty and humanity. In a Nazi camp, we meet Thompson. He's listening to Boris Elt's talk. Boris is thinking about how people still see the French as better than others, even though they lost the war. Thompson is thinking about letters he got from Hannah. They started writing about camp work. Now they're flirting a bit. Thompson keeps reading her words over and over. Outside, Thompson sees a place called California. It's where they keep stuff they took from prisoners. He sees a young prisoner named Esther. She's very brave. Boris calls Esther in. He tells her to write a fake postcard. It should say the camp is clean and nice, but Esther writes the truth. She calls the Nazis lying murderers. Boris has to punish her. He looks sad about it. At night, the camp boss Dahl has a meeting. He has a black eye from an accident. He tells the officers about a gross job. They had to dig up dead bodies from the woods. They had to burn them. Why? The bodies were getting into the water. We then learn about Shmuel. His job is to burn bodies. It makes him very sad. Dahl makes fun of Shmuel's work. He tells Shmuel he has no hope to live. One night, Dol comes to Shmuel's workplace drunk. He makes fun of Shmuel more. Shmuel wants to hit Dol with a hammer, but he can't do it. He's too scared. This story shows how cruel the Nazis were. It also shows how some people try to stay human. Thompson and Hannah's letters show this. They try to have normal talks in a very bad place. Boris is torn between being cruel and being human. He has to punish Esther, but he feels bad about it. Dol shows how some people can talk about awful things like it's normal. He talks about digging up bodies like it's no big deal. The story makes us think about how normal people can do very bad things. It shows how hard it is to stay good in a very evil place. Chapter 3: The Zone of Interest. The story focuses on several characters in a Nazi concentration camp. Hannah is the wife of Commandant Dol. She writes letters to Thompson showing her unhappiness. Thompson decides to meet her in secret. Dol starts to suspect his wife. He has her followed and watches her read a letter. He becomes paranoid about her having an affair. Hannah and Thompson meet near the camp fence. They talk carefully, knowing they might be watched. Hannah admits she hurt her husband, not the gardener. This surprises Thompson. Shmuel, a prisoner, helps with terrible tasks in the camp. He thinks about the awful things he sees. He remembers a story from the ghetto where people cared more about food than saving lives. Dol confronts Hannah about the affair. She denies everything. Dol then tells Shmuel to kill Hannah or his wife will die. But on the night of the murder, Shmuel tries to kill himself instead. Dol shoots Shmuel dead. Hannah realizes how cruel her husband is. She leaves with her daughters the next day. Years later, Thompson finds Hannah. They meet and talk about that night. Hannah is cold towards Thompson. She wants to forget the past. Thompson is left alone, still thinking about her. We learn that Dol was demoted, caught, and put on trial. He admitted his crimes and was executed in 1947. The story shows how trust breaks down in cruel places. People betray each other and become paranoid, but some, like Hannah and Shmuel, try to resist in small ways. Hannah hitting her husband was a big moment. It showed she wasn't just a victim. Shmuel's final act also showed that people can resist evil even in terrible situations. Final summary: the zone of interest. Golo Thompson likes Hannah Dol a lot, but this causes problems. Hannah is married to Commandant Dol. Dol thinks his wife might be cheating. This makes him very angry and dangerous. At the same time, Shmuel faces tough choices. He tries to do small good deeds. He wants to stay human in a bad place. All these people's stories come together. The camp is a terrible place. Because of this, their stories can only end sadly. The book shows how love, jealousy, and trying to do good can't win in such an awful setting. It reminds us how cruel places can change people's lives forever.